Do you remember when did you learn that you are not enough, or you're not worthy of love, or you're not lovable? Do you remember when you adopted these beliefs? These beliefs that are limiting us to realize our full potential were adopted during childhood, at home, at school, in adulthood, in social circles, and generally in your past experiences. The reason why you think you're not worthy enough, capable enough, you're not successful, you were always being cheated on. All of this are based on past stories. I'm not even saying past memories, I'm saying past stories. And what's taking your power away is that lie, that story that you build around the instance. It never truly happened as you perceived it. It was never really the intention. It was never really the truth. It was never really what happened. It was never really about you. You took it personal. You had to take it personal. But today we're gonna shift that past story. We will see that you can change your past. You can change your past and it can turn into your superpower. And this way you will reclaim your inner strength. You will reclaim your power. And there will be no reason to think and believe that you're not worthy of that love. You can't have your desired level of income, home, car, partner, relationships, social circle. This story ends today. Hello, and welcome to Creative Transformation. My name is Aslı, and I help beautiful souls like yourself to align their 3D reality with their highest potential, with their true essence. Can you change the past? I know you have doubts, but yes, you can, and we will. Don't forget to stay until the end, because I usually give the most important information at the end. Somehow I'm like getting into this flow and it opens up. But yeah, would be good for you. To start with, the reason why we feel powerless is because we give away our power to past events, to what happened, what's been said, how we were treated, and external circumstances, people, materials, all those things that we expected to feel and meet our emotional needs at some point in the past, but we couldn't have. And so when we didn't have our emotional needs being met, we came to the conclusion that, I guess I'm not worthy of my emotional needs being met. I'm not worthy of being heard. I'm not worthy of making that money. I'm not worthy of sustaining this relationship. I'm not worthy of love. It was a simple assumption back then. But then it became a disbelief. It became a subconscious belief, a limiting belief, which caused the 3D experience that you are in right now. And so we gave our power away. We let it go to these beliefs, stories, and the perception that we shaped around this instance. So when you change the perception, when you change the story, change the meaning, change the belief, what does that leave us with? There is only you, the empowered, nourished, cherished, loved, adored, worthy you in her full potential. So what we need to do and what we will do in this video is to change that narrative and the perception lenses through which we see that past right now. We change that and the root cause, the root belief. We'll try to reframe it. When we look at the past, there are two problems that we do. First of all, what we need to adopt is that it never happened to us. It always happened for us. You know that already. Why? Because you are the center of the universe. Your universe. You are the center of your reality. You are that worthy. Don't look at other people. Don't look at the external reality. Don't look at other people. Don't compare yourself with no one. You are the main character of your reality. And this whole universe around you, including experiences, people, instances, events, occasions coming to your life are for you. For you to discover the depths of your soul, your consciousness, and unleash that full potential. That's all for you. And the wounds, vulnerabilities, past stories, pain, suffering, they are all serving to your version in the present moment. Back then, yes, it was painful, and yes, maybe you didn't deserve it all, yes, but you didn't know any better. With the level of awareness and consciousness you had back then, you made the best choices, always the right, always the best choices to keep yourself alive and survive. And you did. Great success already. You survived until this day. And your past versions, I think you should be thankful to all of them. They all did their best to keep you alive. Not even alive, sometimes thrive. They did their best. But right now, you're wiser, your level of awareness and consciousness is higher. So you are responsible to study your past, see why it all happened for you. What was the gift in that? Why it was serving you. Because what happens always has at least two sides. Every story has at least two sides. Although sometimes we call it like, it was painful, I felt unworthy, I felt unloved, I felt disconnected. But there is another story, and the story lies in the other side of the coin. It's usually a desire. If you felt disconnected, it means you want to connect. If you felt unworthy, it means you want to know and feel that you're worthy. If you felt unlovable, it means you desire love. And on the other side of the coin, there is always a different story, and that story is the one that is serving you. So we flip the coin, look at the other side, see the message, see the desire, the root of all of our sufferings, pain, struggle. All of that is for love at the core, but whatever it may be. In your case, in that specific past event, whatever the case may be, you find the desire. You find the other side of the story, what you can get from it. What's the benefit of that? Why it happened and in which way it served you. When you find that and integrate into your life, which is also called shadow work, right? We study our shadows, what triggers us, what upsets us. In addition to inner child healing, you take all of that together, integrate into your day-to-day life, into your vision, into your desired reality, into your self-concept work. It's your superpower now. You can use it to your advantage. This is what I'm telling you. Past happened for you for a reason. It's the story of your journey. It's the story of your life that will make sense and meaning to you in a way that you will unleash your true potential by maybe connecting to people through your story, maybe discovering yourself, or maybe just making sense from this whole experience and raising your level of consciousness. It's serving you in any way. This is the first step to reclaiming our power. And the second step is, as I said, leaving the judgments, removing those labels, either negative, positive, good, or bad. Every story has at least two sides to it. You may call positive to one side, but on the other you will find a negative. If you call it good, you will find a bad on the other side. Law of polarity. Essentially, everything is just is. It's just an energy, can be transmuted. When we label them as negative, again, giving away our power, creating that story, that negative story. I was like this, I felt that, this happened, I'm not worthy, blah, 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 blah. We create that story because we labeled it as negative. Why do I choose to look at it from this perspective while it's possible to see it as just is or even positive? Because all of it just energies, and energy can be transmuted. If it has a negative side, you can transmute it to a positive one. Energy could be your emotions, could be your thoughts and beliefs. Let's say you were feeling shame and regret, a very negative, low vibrational form of energy. You take that to transmute it into your passion, to utilize it for your desired reality. It could be your power. It can be useful. It can be transmuted into a different frequency. And when you remove the labels, you see it's just is, and you can even take it as to your advantage. You might slightly lose this understanding of what's real and what's not, because what you perceived as real until this far was not reality. It was a certain type of perspective you had back then with that level of awareness, that version of you, to survive through the pain and you took it to this day. It doesn't belong to you. That past version is not you. I'm sorry. It's a different version. It's a different person. Has different beliefs, has different reactions, has different capabilities. That's a different person. And associating ourselves with our past versions, with our memories, what you remember, interpreted the instances, is detrimental to your progress. Those versions are not you. They kept you safe, they kept you alive, they somehow served you, but you are not that child anymore. You are not that 13-year-old girl or boy anymore. You are not that person who were treated badly at work anymore, who were ashamed, who were unsuccessful, who felt unworthy. You are not that person anymore. So this is the most important distinction that you can do. Everything you desire is connected to the present moment. There is no relation, there is no connection to the past. And everything about you is related to this very moment. How you react to it, how you choose to react to it, how you choose to act, think and feel at the present moment. This is what defines your desired reality. This is what defines your experience, not your past versions. So it doesn't make any difference whether you really went through all that experience, you were treated that way, you had trauma. It doesn't even matter. It really doesn't matter. It only matters how you react to it, how you integrate it, how you want to perceive it. And that requires conscious awareness. That requires some inner work. That requires reclaiming your power now. It's that simple, actually, isn't it? When you change the way you look at your past is gonna change as well. And that story will change. Your limiting beliefs will loosen their grip. Because you have never been not enough. You have never been unworthy. You have never been unlovable. That was an interpretation of the past, of your past version. That was just an illusion, an interpretation, a perception, a perspective. If you survived until this day, you have been chosen every single day. You have been kept alive, supported. You were enough every single day. Otherwise, you couldn't survive. You would be dead. You were supported by the universe. Everybody served you, even the ones that hurt you. They served you to survive somehow, learn and grow and come to this day and heal. And that day, today, is the most precious one. And this is the ultimate form of self-love, ultimate form of self-realization, I believe. That you came to this day to experience this unconditional self-love. Nothing can ever make you feel like this unconditional self-love, this pure magic, is enough to be thankful and grateful to everything that happened in the past, even the worst scenarios. This is the ultimate form of self-love. I love myself so unconditionally, and I love, that unconditional love. I'm so grateful for it. I'm so lucky to experience it today, that I'm so grateful to everything that happened, everything I've been through, every past version that survived through that pain. I am so grateful to every little thing, not even forgiving. You see, I'm just even talking about forgiveness. There is nothing to forgive, really. There is only this experience, this love to be grateful for. And that's the ultimate way to shift your past, shift the memories, shift the stories. You have been always protected, worthy, loved, lovable, successful enough so that you can come to this day to experience this. Do you realize how lucky you are to have that self-love, to experience this unconditional love? It's a luck, and you've always been lucky. Universe always kept you safe. You've always been supported, always been successful. Again, and for the last time, how you want to look at your past and give meaning to it is a conscious choice. You need to take responsibility of the choices you make regarding how to interpret your past, how to give away or reclaim your power from external events, circumstances, people, stories, and what kind of decisions you make, and how you choose to live this present moment. It's always a conscious choice. You have a right to choose. I think it's a blessing that we can shape not only our perception, not only our past, but also biologically our brains, bodies, and this physical experience as well. It's a great blessing that when you change yourself and your inner world, you change the 3D. You can change the 3D. It's a great power lies in your hands. Do you want to hold it or do you want to give it away? Every power comes with a responsibility. If you accept that you have the power, you can change it. Now you have the responsibility to do the work, do the inner work, change the beliefs, change the perception, rewrite the story. But I think it's a lovely work. I think it's not a burden. It's just the most magical work you can ever have. I think it's worth a try. And I trust this video has helped you to reframe your story already. If you need any help changing the narrative and giving yourself a new life, a new self-concept and a new story, check out my links below to apply one-on-one coaching. I so love you and I'll see you in the next one.